Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 5 minutes. So I will pause the recording software for now, and I'll be back as soon as I find a potential opportunity. All right, I'm looking to buy a put contract at 115, meaning I'm watching these numbers over here, and I want to see these drop down to 115 and go slightly below, which would cause this white line to turn green. White means I'm trying to buy. Green means I have been able to buy. And I am doing options. If you don't know what options are, just comment below option guide, and I will link you to a free class I put together called The Big Basics of Options. It'll walk you through terminology, how things are working. I know sometimes options have a reputation of being very complicated, and they can be made that way, but they don't have to be made that way. I approach them more of a straightforward, simple way. So if that's how you like to approach things, then I'm confident that guide can help you out. So again, if you want to learn more about options, just comment below option guide. So that is the current game plan right now. Clearly, this is not really that close to 115, but these options can move pretty quick. So that number could drop down to 115 relatively quickly, but that's the current game plan right now. And we'll see if I have a chance to get those or not. All right, I will pause the recording software, and I will keep an eye on things. I'm going to go for a put here at 118, and I missed that. A little too slow as it's now coming down. Okay, never mind. Have an order at 127 here. And I'm going to cancel that out because it's actually approaching 10 o'clock, and things can sometimes get pretty crazy at 10. So I'm just going to wait for 10 o'clock a.m. to pass, Eastern time that is. And then I'll come back and reassess. All right, going to go for a put here at 160. Oh, it's already pulling back. Once again, too slow. All right, well, on that one, never mind. I will pause. All right, looking for... should actually be up around 140. Can I get 140? Let's try 140 if I could type it in right. 138, got that. A put, that is. At 138. And out for 100. Had to go into loss control mode. Hard to know. You see these level 2s jumping around. So could I have gotten the $400 that I was going for? Maybe, but I did have to also accept, okay, this doesn't seem to be going according to plan. It's up through that red line. So I wanted to go into loss control mode, which you just witnessed. Loss control mode does not mean you're going to take a loss. It just means you need to accept, okay, that entry point doesn't look as good as what you thought it was. Now, really, my question is, do I want to try to get back in again? But this thing is just such a... I mean, that was crazy how long I sat there just for me to get out for $100. So this is just some tricky action right now. Yeah, okay. In hindsight, at 146, I was trying to sell at 142. I would like to think I would have been okay at this point. But still, hard to know for sure. All right, so basically 0 for 1 in terms of, did I try to get what I wanted? And no, I was going for 400 and I got 100. So not wrong in the sense of a losing trade, but wrong in the sense of, yeah, that didn't really, okay, now I would have been okay. But again, that's all hindsight trading. And I don't know about you, but I'm a really good trader in hindsight. All right, I'll pause. All right, going for a call here at 145, and I got that at 145. And out there for 500 on that one. So that's better. That's more of what I was looking for. And just like that, after a very slow morning, very slow, I realize this video doesn't really capture it because we're about 5 minutes in. And sometimes it's a little deceiving because I do work from home, so I'm, walking around, talking to my wife, hanging out with my kids, I'm not sitting there at my computer the entire time looking and looking and looking. So sure, maybe, it's this time, but really I've had maybe 10 minutes in front of my screen. That's not the case here. It is 10:40, or excuse me, that trade was done at 10:19. So market's been open for about 40 minutes, and wait, am I failing at math? The market's been open for 50 minutes, and I have not gotten up at all. Not even go to the bath. I've been sitting here the whole time. So again, I realized the video up until that point was about 5 minutes, but there is behind the scenes there is 50 minutes of me watching. Is it going to give me something? Okay, no. Watching, is it going to, no, okay. But that's all just to say, you know what? Just be patient, be picky, follow your strategy, because all it takes is one. And then just like that, and let's see, what was that? Bought at 10:19.05, got out at 10:19.23. So I'm no math genius, but I believe that's 18 seconds. So 18 seconds, and now all of a sudden $500 in my pocket, with being a total up $600 right now for less than an hour's of quote unquote work. So I mean, things can change, turn around very quickly. Now maybe you look at that and say, no, $600 for less than an hour, not worth my time. And that's totally cool. Like, I'm not jealous of you. I'm happy for you. I mean, what do you do for a living where you would say that this would not be worth your time? Again, nothing but inspiration on my part. I think that's great. But for me, and speaking for myself, yeah, this is worth my time. But like I said, that just goes to show that you just be patient, be picky. All it takes is one, and then all of a sudden you can have some very worthwhile money in your pocket. I do want to be done by 10:30, so for an hour. And here's some good action again. So let's throw an order out at 1:15, see if it wants to come down around there. But all right, I'll pause. All right, and that is going to do it. I was looking for this blue line as it was red, but that green candle has pretty much put that setup aside. So I am going to go ahead and call it good. So it's 10:28, basically an hour. But yeah, you saw I had to wait 50 minutes, but waiting 50 minutes for that right setup. Well, I guess not totally, because I did take that one previous where I had to go into loss control mode. But still a 50-minute wait until I finally got a setup that I was right about. But being right about that setup, as you saw, yielded me that $500 in the 18-second trade, which is pretty wild to say. But overall, hopefully you walk away with just a lesson of, it's okay. Sometimes you're going to be at your computer, or your whatever you're using, your phone, your tablet, and it's just going to be just straight, okay. Well, and you know what? Just stick with it. You have a strategy. You have rules for a reason. And I understand it can be hard to want to honor those rules, especially when time starts to drag on. But just do it, and hopefully this can offer up some motivation of the results of just waiting for your rules. And of course, I'm not always perfect at it, but here I will say I did a good job, and I'm pleased that I did wait until I got a setup that worked out very, very nicely. So like I said earlier, if you want to learn more about options, just comment below option guide, and I will link you to that free class. But thanks for watching. Take care. And yeah, follow those rules.
First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.